Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Trade of the Day. And for today's Trade of the Day, we'll be looking at the pound yen. Now, why I chose to look at the pound yen is because later on, further in the day, we have a lot of high impact pound related news that will be released. And I really want to see how the pound is going to move possibly move rather against a safe haven currency such as the yen. With that, let's dive into looking at the pound, looking at the trade of the day, the pound yen. So what I have here is actually the daily chart, and it's very interesting to note that on the daily we actually see sort of a zigzag motion. Now, when we see a zigzag motion, the key level that we want to look for is the 100% Fibonacci extension, right? In this 100% would mean a lot of things. In Elliott wave, it means wave A equals to C, right? And harmonics is also a 100% projection, so that's pretty much important, right? So this zigzag level that we're looking at, actually, instead of reacting right at 100, we see that it reacts right at the 88%, right? Reacts at 88%. Now, the thing is, if I were to extend it, why it reacted there? There's a very good reason. If I were to extend it further back, okay, let's say, okay, possibly even further. So if we were to look at why price actually reacted at 88%, okay, it's very simply because previously this was a very strong support all the way back in October to November, late November 2019, right? So this was a very strong support, never tested, okay, but then the moment it broke, it came back for retest, and it looks like we are going to go lower on the pound yen. Okay, so there we have it. This is how we actually got the 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 the, the resistance level for the daily. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in here as the daily resistance. Okay, now we try to look for daily support. Okay, interestingly, the price made a low here, made a push up here, so we can use Fibonacci retracement. So we take a retracement from this swing low to this swing high, and we pull out all Fibonacci ratios, and we see that, of course, price has yet to come. Price is actually very close to testing the 61.8 retracement. Okay, so this 61.8 retracement is the level that we are also going to be watching out for closely. This I'll call it the daily support. Okay, so we call it the daily support. Now, interesting to note is that one thing that I like to look out for is this trend line breakout and pullback. If I were to take this high, connect all the previous highs, okay, we actually see that price tested this descending trend line resistance, came back out, broke out, and now is pulling back to retest this level, right? So the 61.8 actually falls in line with the daily descending trend line breakout pullback. Okay, so what I'm thinking price could do is price could make a pullback, show a small bounce over this area, and then possibly resume lower. But let's take things step by step first. We just want to play this bounce here. Okay, so with that, let's go down to the 4 hours. Okay, so now we're on the 4 hours. Let me just tidy this chart up here. Okay, so we're on the 4 hours here. Now, we actually see that price is forming a sort of a triple bottom. Okay, it's not exactly a triple bottom because a triple bottom will have to happen somewhere here to form a triple bottom. But if we're just focusing on this area, there's a very strong preceding trend where price bounced once, twice, failed to move higher, came back down to test it one more time. Okay, so it's a triple test of this level. So I'll call this the 4 hour support. All right, and we can see that this trend line that I drew on the daily is holding prices really intact. Okay, really well. All right, so now there's this bounce pattern, right? So we can use Fibonacci extension to just see how far price could possibly bounce up. Okay, so let's look at all the key Fibonacci extension ratios. Of course, we have the 61% over here, and then we have the 100% over here, right? But markets are fractal in nature, and we see that instead of price reacting at 100% again, price reacted at the 88. All right, so I'm thinking, okay, price could very well hit up to the 88. Okay, and of course, I'm just going to highlight the 61.8 as sort of an intermediate kind of target. So there's an 88 here. Let's call this the 4-hour resistance. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking price could do. We can actually buy at this level and then play it to here. First take profit, second take profit, and of course let the rest run to the daily resistance. But this level here is highly unlikely for price to reach. I'm just putting it there to show how we got that level. Okay, so let's just go down to 1 hour very quickly just to check and confirm some things. So we see the price made a push down, right? We can use a Fibonacci retracement to just see whether ratio levels do line up. Okay, and we see that the 61 retracement also lines up over here, which is actually quite close to the graphical overlap. If I were to zoom in, okay, we can see that there is a graphical overlap over here. All right, so this makes it a very nice sort of play. Okay, for presentation sake, I'll go back to the 4 hours. Okay, so this level here will be my buy entry. All right, the daily support will be my stop loss. All right, because why this is my stop loss is because should price break below the stop loss and close below, it would mean that price has really broken back below this trendline support and the bullish idea is invalidated. And price would also have broken below the key 61.8 retracement ratio. All right, so this one will be my first take profit. Okay, and this will be my second take profit. So what I'm going to do is I'll buy here and I'll play all the way to the TP2. Now when price goes up to my take profit 1, I'll take partial profits and move my stop loss to break even to protect my position, right? So if price ever does come back below again, I will have made no losses, yet I will have covered, I will have taken some profits, about 50% for this entire chunk. All right, so whatever it is, always protect your position. All right, so this is the trade of the day that we have very quickly on the pound yen. I hope you guys do your own analysis and take some caution as to placing any trades on pound yen later today, right? Or anything related to the pound. Take care, and I catch you guys tomorrow.